Namaste everyone. Thank you for joining us in this video. And today we have with us the very compassionate Chidakasha Bhairava ji. Namaste Guruji. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this thing with us. And today Guruji is going to take us, or rather give us, this esoteric knowledge on Ma Kamakhya. And we'll also have something very interesting to share towards the end of the video, which everyone can join later on when the time comes. Thank you so much, Guruji, for joining. And it's all yours, Guruji. You please take us through Kamakhya, because obviously, I'm from this land, but I've never really understood what Kamakhya is or who Kamakhya is. So if you could just provide me a brief you know, about Kamakhya Devi and how she helps us to create miracles in our life, we will be very, very grateful. Over to you, Guruji.
Devarshi, namaste to you and for everyone, for every Satbhaktas of Amba. No? So, namaskarams to you all. See, this uh, Kamakhya is nothing but, actually the name does not belongs to Amba actually. The Amba that is there in the Kamakhya Kshetra is formless,
Okay.
which we celebrate Mahamaya, which we celebrate Mohamaya, which we celebrate Vishnumaya. So the Amba that is there in Kamakhya is formless. This is actually the story told to us by Kamadeva. So which is why the Kshetra has got the Nama Kamakhya, the story of Kamadeva. So this Kamakhya Kshetra is nothing but the story of Kamadeva, which literally says how a devotee has to be. What are all the mistakes the devotee must not do? What are all the things that helps one get the favor of Mahamaya? This is all about this Kamakhya Kshetra. So since it is Kama Akya, the Kshetra became Kamakhya, and the Kshetra Nayaki, who is Mahamaya herself, has become Kamakhya. So it has become Goddess Kamakhya, Ma Kamakhya, Amba Kamakhya. So she has got the Nama of that Kshetram itself. So that is how, unlike other Kshetras, other Shakti Pitas, here the Kshetra itself is no different from Amba Kamakhya. That is the beauty of Kamakhya when it comes to the all 51 Shakti Pitas. Kamakhya, so first, let's start from the Tantrika perspective. Because now Tantra is what is, booming everywhere, and everywhere it is Tantra. Now the Veda Marga has become lower. Even the people who are supposed to go, who has learned Vedas are getting into Tantrika Vidyas. When it comes to Kamakhya, I have been asked with two questions, whether she belongs to Shri Kula or she belongs to Kali Kula.
Right.
Kamakhya does not belongs to Kula. So you can worship Kamakhya through Shri Kula. You can worship Kamakhya through Kali Kula. You can also worship Kamakhya through Tara Kula. So Kamakhya can be worshipped in three different paths. The only difference here is when you worship Kamakhya Amba in the path of Shri Kula, she helps the bhakta to go through three avastha: Jakrat, Swapna, Shushupti. But when the same Kamakhya Amba is worshipped in the path of Kalika Kula and Tara Kula, she helps one to, cross this three avastha, and she would also take him into other two Turiyam and Turiyadita. There might be many more avasthas, but our human mind is limited to Turiyaditam. Still, even the Turiyam and Turiyaditam, nobody can define properly. So, in all the Yoga Shastras end with Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. Even when we do Homa, we do Purna Ahuti only with Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti only. So, we don't consider Turiyam and Turiyaditam, because Turiyam and Turiyaditam is somewhere. So, Kamakhya blesses one with that. And when we say Kamakhya is formless, then what is Kamakhya? When we say Rama, the sweetness, the essence inside Rama is Kamakhya. When we say Krishna, the essence inside this Krishna is Kamakhya. When we say Rama Krishna, the essence in it is Kamakhya. So when we say Kamakhya, they are also Kamakhya. When we say Ma Kalika, the pleasure and the joy in it is Kamakhya. So Kamakhya is nothing but the true essence of spirituality. She is not the fruit. She is the juice of spirituality. So the problem, I will not say it as a problem, but Kamakhya is Advaita Swarupa. That is why Kamakhya is worshipped within Yoni Mandala. So Kamakhya is Advaita Swarupa. So without a man walking staunchly in the path of Dvaita Vidya, he cannot understand the concepts of Advaita. Though Kamakhya is worshipped through rituals with Dvaita Bhava in all the three different kulas, still she is Advaita Shakti only. But only when we go through Dvaita, we will go to Advaita. Because no Dvaita, no Advaita. Only when there is Dvaita, it becomes Advaita. So that knowledge on Dvaita Bhava is 100% important to understand Kamakhya, who is purely Advaita, who is Parabrahma Swarupa. So when it comes to Kamakhya, it is all the only manual that is available on it is the local Kamakhya Kshetra Puranam and Kalika Puranam. And I have been noticing people telling Kalika Puranam is the jewel of Shakta Darshana, kind of. But the bitter truth here is Kalika Purana doesn't fall under major Puranas. It doesn't fall under Upa Puranam also.
Okay.
So here, so this is very evident. Kalika Purana is written by someone who has achieved the untold Swabhava in Kamakhya Vidya. So that Maharaj has written this Kalika Purana. And the another way is now even in Kamakhya Kshetra, I was told by someone who is in higher rank there, like the Vidya here is followed in Shri Krama only.
Okay.
So there is no Kali Krama or Tara Krama is followed there. So that is the only reason when Kamakhya is worshipped in Shri Krama, she becomes no different than the Chandika Parameshwari of Trishakti Chandika. So
Okay.
she helps one get money. She helps one get come out of Daridraya. She helps one win battles. She helps one get the knowledge on Mantra Tantra Shastra, everything. So all these falls within Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. Turiyam Turiyaditam and all, even Mantra Tantra Shastra cannot stay in Turiyam and Turiyaditam. Even Mantra Tantra Shastra, the practitioners can live within Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti only. That is why Amba has made us all to worship Kamakhya in Sri Kula.
Okay.
Then questions may come. If it is Sri Kula, then why there is a Bali? There is no necessary, like only Kali Kula will have Bali. Bali is there in Vedic rituals also. Only thing what we need to understand is the difference between sacrifice and slaughter. So we cannot celebrate the slaughter. At the same time, we cannot ignore the sacrifice.
Right.
And when let's if we get into the the Tatparya of Kamakhya. So by reading the book of Kalika Purana, it is told like Kamakhya can be only worshipped through Vamachara. Kamakhya can only be worshipped through Taulachara. But the thing is, always a study happens from kindergarten. Without going through all these things, we cannot simply get into PhD. We cannot understand anything. We can simply smell the book, as simple as to say, as long as there is a smell. So that's how it is. So now, if let's take the evidence from Kalika Puranam itself. No. Kalika Puranam tells how Narakasuran wanted to marry Amba. she has come in the form of Shri. So she didn't beheaded Narakasura, wherein she told him like, you do this project before the sunrise, then we will speak about it.
Mm.
As usual, he is Asura Kula, no? So he has done that. But Kamakhya doesn't want any man to approach her. Kamakhya has got no pati. Though she is made to sit on Sadashiva, still she has got no pati. She is Mahamaya. How come she will have something equal next to her? Then she is not Mahamaya, she is simply Maya.
Mm.
So this is the very evident, like Kamakhya has to be seen only as Ma, not otherwise. And when it comes to the same, I don't know whether this is there in Kalika Purana, but this is one evidence where Kamakhya has to be seen only as the supreme mother and not as any subordinate for the rituals to gain momentary pleasures.
Mm.
Second, it is also said Vasishta Maharishi will curse the Kamakhya Kshetra and also Amba in such a way, henceforth your worship will happen only through Vamachara. So this very clearly said how Kamakhya was worshipped in the earlier days, how Kamakhya is getting worshipped after the curse of Vasishta Maharishi. So now it has become a fact like Kamakhya has to be worshipped only through Vamachara and Kaulachara. But that is all wrong. Mother is always a mother.
Mm.
When we worship her as Kamakhya, as through Vama and other Kaulachara, then we cannot call her Ma Kamakhya. When we call her Ma, we cannot worship her that way. How can we see the private part of our Ma?
Mm.
How can we do nature worship for our mother? Mother is different, wife is different.
Mm.
Here Kamakhya very clearly told the Amba, like you have to see me as like your mother only, not otherwise. So now everybody is fallen prey for the curse of Vasishta Maharishi. Why Kamakhya Vidya has got the curse? No, every Vidya will have a Shapa. Because in Kalikala, nobody can attain the Brahmanyana. Is what is the Kali Dharma. So, through rituals and Vidyas, one cannot attain Brahmanyana. But with Kali Kalmasha, we will turn greed, we will abuse the Vidyas. We will have all the animalistic instincts, we will forget humanity and we will abuse the Vidyas. So every Vidya will have a Shapa. In such a way, this Vidya will not work. That is why people can never do lakhs of japas. Even if they do, they will do the wrong japa.
Okay.
This is the, and to attest to this, nobody has a guru nowadays. So even people who are sitting on the throne of guru has got no guru. This is all to attest to the shapa that is there for Vidyas. So here, Kamakhya, a story told by Kamadeva. So everybody know, like, you know, Manmadan got burnt by Mahadeva. For what? To induce Kama. So the story starts there. So when, and this happened in the Basmachala mountain, where Umananda Bhairava is there. That is the, and when he asked for Shapa Vimochana, Swami will tell. So during such and such a time, so Mahamaya will be born as Sati, and she will ignore my words. She will get herself burned, and her body will torn into pieces. Her yoni will fall in this place. You built a temple there, you will get the Sharira. That is when the Kamadeva, he has done a selfless act. He knows for sure 100% he is touching the wrong Swami. He know the repercussions of touching Mahadeva with his Panchapana. But for the sake of humanity, he sacrificed his self. So Swami has given him the Anugraha and made him to sit along with the Trimurtis. So
Okay.
Kamadeva is not mere Cupid, as Westerners tell. Kamadeva is not just a Kamadeva who gets into, what, all those illegitimate plays as how the Tantra, the modern Tantra celebrates. No, Kamadeva is the symbol of high intelligence and the symbol of supreme sacrifice. That is when Kamadeva will become Ananga, Ananga, Anga. So he will lost his Sharira and he will become as ever-pervading consciousness like Mahavishnu. So we are made to go to first Bhasmachala hills only before getting the darshan of Kamakhya. So whoever gets into the Kamakhya Kshetra have to book a room or don't book a room, that is up to you. But before getting the darshan of Kamakhya, he has to go to Bhasmachala and get the darshan of Umananda. Why? To remember what Kamadeva did, what has happened to Kamadeva. Now remember this and then go and meet Kamakhya. So this is for us to remember only. This episode was there. That is what Kamakhya. So when we go there, we should remember what Manmadan does. So I should not do all these things. So I should be a humble devotee. Like how Manmadan said, even Nandi Bhagavan, you know what, I cannot pierce him. You leave Shambhu. He will tell to Brahmadeva, you leave Shambhu, you leave Mahadeva. Even this bull is not getting affected by my Panchapana. So that is the assurance Umananda is giving there in that Kshetra. So whoever tells my name, make sure you will not get Kama Vigara. Kama is different. Kama Vigara is different. So Kama, anything that goes, that gets a different, that goes out of shape, it becomes Vigara. So it's not like Kama is wrong. Without Kama, we cannot stay on earth. We should have Kama either towards materialistic life or towards spiritualistic life. Without Kama, we become Jada. We become senseless. So we have to go with Kama to Kamakhya, not with Kama Vigara to Kamakhya. So that Kama, what we have to take here is the Bhava of a son or Bhava of a daughter. Instead of, nowadays, people who are thinking, no, if I worship Kali, I get supreme protection. Who can do to me? I am the son of Kali. I am the son and daughter of Kali. Bhairava gives me supreme protection. Change the fate. Kali will change the fate. I get supreme protection. Nobody can harm me. Chinnamasta, terrific, powerful she is. She will not know whoever what does harm to me. Chinnamasta will return it back. The same goes for Pratyangara. No avichara can be done. So the love here coming is based on the rank of Swami. So instead of we telling, Kamakhya will give me this if I go there. Kamakhya will give me this if I offer her Bali. Kamakhya will do this to me. Kamakhya will do this to me. Kamakhya is Mahamaya. Kamakhya is Mohamaya. Instead of thinking like this, what am I going to do to Kamakhya? Amma, I want to serve you. Ma, I want to worship you. I have no idea whether in my previous births I have worshipped you. But if there is something true, because of all the merits, now I am getting a chance to worship you. I don't know whether will I take next birth or not. But please make me worship you in the next birth also. I always have to remain servant to you. I always have to remain a son or daughter to you. I always have to do seva to you. That is bhakti.
Right.
What we do to Swami is bhakti. When we expect Swami to do, then we are expecting Swami to serve us. Like, I give you this, you give me that. Sometimes I don't even give you, you are Swami, you are supposed to give me that. No. My Maharaj used to tell, I used to get a cluster headache as often. You have a severe headache, bite a chili. Will it cure my headache? No. It will make you forget the headache, wherein you will start feeling burning of your tongue. So when you work towards, settling the burning of tongue, you will forget headache, you will forget this also, but headache will be there inside.
Right.
Nobody is a Pragladan. Nobody is Narada Maharishi. Nobody is a Vibhishana. Nobody is Anjaneya. So there is no change of fate. Everybody has to go through fate. This Bhairava will change fate. Kamakhya will change fate. This Upasana will change fate. That Upasana will change fate. Are all just marketing gimmicks.
Right.
What is Upasana? Upasana is Upasana. Making Swami sit next to us. Sit beside us. Making, offering, that is also not making Swami. The exact word is offering a seat for Swami beside us. That is Upasana. Swami coming and sitting on the seat is Swami's wish.
Right.
We cannot pull Swami to come. We cannot pull, it's like pulling a woman. Woman has to come on her own will. We cannot pull a woman, come, kind of. The same way. Upasana means offering an empty, strong seat beside us for Swami to come and sit anytime based on his wish, will, indirectly based on our prarabdha. This is what this Upasana is. If at all worshipping Bhairava, worshipping Kali, worshipping Tara, worshipping Lalita, worshipping Ganapati, worshipping Rama will change the fate, then why is that Bhamakepa has to go through a lot of problems? More than he who is a Tara Upasaka. Then why must Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has to go through all the problems from his young age till his last age? Who is a Kalika Upasaka more than him? He himself is Kalika. What about Nrisimha Saraswati? What about Narayana Prandan from Kerala?
Right.
So when all the Mahans were all going through all the problems, despite they are all, lakh times, 10 lakh times, crore times more bhakti than us, then we cannot expect the Swami to change the fate and all. The bhakti is not like Bhairava will do this to me, Kali will do this to me, supreme protection, supreme this, that. No, what will you do to Bhairava? What will you do to Kalika? So that is where the true bhakti comes. So this is what Kamakhya teaches us. What are you going to do to Mahamaya? What are you going to do to Yoga Maya? What are you going to do for Vishnu Maya? Because our Sharira has a more of Maya Tattva. This Prakriti has a more of Maya Tattva. And that so-called more of Maya Tattva is all secluded in one place, concentrated in one place, Kamakhya.
Right.
So what we sow, that we reap is the thumb rule. We sow our love, which is Kama, rightly in the place of Kamakhya. What we reap is Kamakhya. If we don't sow Kama, and instead of that, if we sow Kama Vigara, like Kamakhya will give me this, Kamakhya will give me that, so she is my mother. That is Kamakhya. Whether a mother serves food or not, mother is a mother. Son is supposed to serve. Whether a father is millionaire and billionaire or he is a poor, father is a father. It's like expecting, my father, he is a billionaire. So I am going to call him a father. So he is going to give me some money. He is going to give me job. That kind of expectation is what has become bhakti nowadays towards Bhairava or Kalika or Kamakhya.
Right.
It's not going to be like that. Whether father or mother is poor or millionaire or billionaire, father and mother is a father. Instead of we expecting from mother and father to serve us, we are supposed to serve them. So this is how people must approach their Kamakhya. So when they sow Kama, they get Kamakhya. When they sow Kama Vigara, what they get is Kama Vigara. Because desires have got no end. One desire get fulfilled, another desire, another desire, another desire. So their kama vigara she is fueling because that is what a man has shown there.
Right.
She is Maya. So we cannot approach her in other ways. We have to lead her, Amma, please take me out of this Maya.
Right. Guruji, just to diverge a bit from the topic, could you please elaborate a bit on Bali? Because a lot of myths are floating around the internet. Of course, internet is Rahu personified, so myths are going to flow. But
And sorry,
could you please clarify a bit on the Bali Pratha? I mean,
Bali Pradhana is a sensitive topic. And if I have 1,000 haters for now, I may get 10,000 haters now. So I think I'm getting promoted there. Anyways, see, Bali means not bloodshed is the first point, like how we think. I tell you exactly what my Maharaj told me. Bali means Bala. Balam means strength. So when you do Graha Pravesham, like housewarming ceremony, you are not giving Bali. But when you want to hurt someone, you are giving Bali. Same Chandika you take, same Chandika, you worship Chandika. Additionally, say for example, because there is no Graha Pravesham in Tantra Vidya, it is all Vaidika Vidya. Say for example, if Devarshi ji, you are Chandika Upasakar, but then you have to do Graha Pravesham only in Veda Marga only. There is no Tantra Kriya for Graha Pravesham at all. So you are making Veda Brahmana to come and do here. At the same time, you are a staunch Tantrika. At the same time, no, you want to worship Chandika also there because she is your Mula Devata. Where there you will worship her normally. Because the Bala of Chandika, what that is there with the mantra itself is enough for housewarming ceremony. But when you want to cause a trouble to someone, when you want to hurt someone, based on that, the Bali Dravya goes. Because based on that, you need strength. Like when I sit here, I sit bare chest. If I go to war, I wear all those things.
right.
Kavacha and all those things. So it's Bali is like that only. Bali is there. So it's not like we have to give the animal. First point, it's not like we have to give animal. That is why Anukalpa was there. First point. Second point, the same tongue will tell Swami is everywhere. Atma is one. When we say Atma is one, then the Atma that is there in goat, Atma that is there in buffalo, Atma that is there in mosquito, Atma that is there in cock or hen, Atma that is there within us are all one and the same. This everybody will accept. Then when you kill something, are you not killing yourself? Because only the body changes. The Atma remains one. That Atma is nothing but Paramatma. It's like to please Paramatma, you are killing Paramatma. So we are all Brahma Swarupa. That is what Brahma Hatti means. Killing someone is Brahma Hatti. Hatya. Hatya. So we are all Brahma Swarupa. So killing one is Brahma Hatya. Even when we kill mosquitoes, that brings Brahma Hatya. Because Atma is one, no. But the degree of Brahma Hatya varies from mosquito till a Brahmana, Sat Brahmana, not just a Brahmana who hears Yajnabhavita or by born as a Brahmana. Who is more Brahmana than a Bhamagepa? So the intensity of Brahma Hatya changes. And one thing that I don't want to tell here right in front of the monitor, because now everything that is happening is getting from internet, throwing in internet, getting from internet, throwing in internet. So it has become a V-shaped thing. So I am just editing one point wherein we will go through all the Bali Pradhanas. So I think even in Kolkata, when you give Kushmanda Bali, you will be worshipping Kushmanda. If I am right. That has a Vidana that is supposed to be worshipped. When we give a Narikela Bali, Narikela has to be worshipped before giving Bali. Here, in Veda Karmam also, Bali is there. In Tantra Mantra Vidhi also, Bali is there. Bali means offering strength. And this Bali is approved to kill animals with bloodshed. Always Anukalpa is Anukalpa only. Original is original, duplicate is duplicate. That has got no difference. But for our selfish desire, like if I give a goat Bali to Kamakhya, I will win the court case. So there, for your selfishness, you are doing Brahmahatya. If I offer a Pigeon Bali, then I may get married. So offer her Pigeon Bali. So for your desire, you are doing Brahmahatya. Bali is not for, when it comes to Tantra Vidya, when it comes to Veda Marga, Bali is not approved to get our selfish desires fulfilled. Mantrika is the only Vidya which has got purely self-motivated. So that is why it has lot of Papa Karmas than the Sat Karmas. It has got purely defensive and offensive. Mantrika Vidya does not have a Brahmanyana with it.
Okay.
Where through Mantrika Devata, still we can get Brahmanyana, because at the end of the day, Brahman is one. So here, when Bali can be given, people will tell, even Rama has given Bali, Krishna has given Bali. They will justify. Shastra has told Bali, so I am giving Bali. Rama has not given Bali. Krishna has not given Bali. Because how come they can kill themselves? They are Bhagavan, they are here to protect. They are not here to kill. Even if they kill, they are not killing them. Out of their mercy, they are ending their birth-death cycle. This all Puranas will tell us. When we get one thread, we have to walk by holding that thread. We cannot hold all 10 threads in our hand. Rama is a Raja. Krishna is also a Raja. Rama, Krishna, both are beyond the humans. So during their period, during the period of Vikramaditya, during the period of Rama, during the period of Krishna, all their civilians lived a happy life. So anyone who has come to earth is supposed to die, including Rama and Krishna. If they die, next their son is supposed to take charge. What if they don't do proper governance as like Rama and Krishna? There is uncertainty. There is no necessary, like a son is supposed to be like a father. So to increase the longevity of Rama, to continue the governance of all his civics, for the well-being of civics, to increase the longevity of Rama or Krishna or Vikramaditya, they give Bali. Like if one horse goes, the remaining life of all that horse will go to Rama. If 1,000 horse goes, the remaining life of all the 1,000 horse will go to Rama. Else, how come one can rule for hundreds of years?
Right.
So this is what this Bali is. So in Veda Marga also is Bali is there. Here also, if at all our president is, doing good, our prime minister is doing good, or our chief minister is doing good, during their reign, if all the public are remaining happy, for them to continue the reign, we can do Bali Pradhana Puja. That is sacrifice. That is not slaughter. And when we give sacrifice, say You see in Kamakhya, goats will yell, save me, kind of. But then he will cut its head. Goats know they are going to get their head. They are not willing to sacrifice. Then how come it is called a sacrifice? We are forcing it and we are slaughtering it. That is slaughter. So difference between slaughter and sacrifice is there. Just because you know what, we are not learning things properly, we are taking the reference of Kalika Purana kind of things. Superficially, you know what, we are going behind these slaughters. Have I answered your question or did you need further clarification?
No, no, Guruji, I completely got that. I completely got that. Uh, okay, Guruji. So what I will do is I'll just share a bit on the Kamakhya retreat that we are having for the benefit of our audience. I'll share my screen here. Just a minute. So for everyone here who are watching us, we're actually conducting a Kamakhya retreat. I think I've started to share. And this is where, you can actually start your spiritual journey from an authentic tradition. Okay. And, this entire experience is going to be, is going to be very, very extraordinary because you'll be staying in the vicinity of the Kamakhya Dham. And Guruji himself is going to teach us. Okay. And so there are a lot of things that Guruji has planned to teach in this 2 day or 3 day retreat. We will announce accordingly as per the availability of the accommodations facilities there in the temple. So the first thing that Guruji is going to teach is the Kamakhya Tattvartham. Then there is the Linga and Yoni Swarupam. Then we will be going through the Prakasha and Vimarsha Rahasyam of Kamakhya Vidya. And we will also be learning the relevance of Kamakhya and Shrikula and Kalikula. Okay. And then obviously Guruji is going to give us the Kamakhya Bija Mantra and the process to do the Kamakhya Bija Dhyana. And as I said, this is going to be a hand-holding experience. So you'll learn everything, the ways to chant the Kamakhya Mula Mantra, and finally Kamakhya Puja, and also the very secretive parts regarding Kamakhya Bali and why Kamakhya is Bali Priya. Okay, so the dates of the retreat would be announced shortly. It is possibly, most certainly, it is going to be in towards the third week or the last week of July. That is what we have planned as per Guruji's availability. And we will have Guruji back with us for another session where he is going to share a bit more on Kamakhya and Umananda. So that is what the plan is, basically to bring Kamakhya to the masses, because obviously there is a lot of confusion and there is a lot of forgery and fraud out there in the name of Kamakhya Vidya. So this is an attempt, a very brave attempt, I would say, by Guruji to separate the diamond from the coal, so as to speak. And thank you so much, Guruji, for joining us in this session. We will have a detailed video on the story of Kamakhya, where Guruji has compiled a series for us. So that video is going to be out soon, and it is going to be in 2 parts, basically. So the first part is almost in process, and the second part, once Guruji decides the right time, then we will have the 2 videos together, and you will get a lot of information on Kamakhya and her secrets, basically. So thank you so much, Guruji. I know it has been a very difficult month for you because of your health issues, but you have been very, very kind to grace us with your presence and with your wise words. So it's always a pleasure hosting you, Guruji. And for those who want to get remedial pujas done, Guruji is an expert in crafting, in making handcrafted yantras. He is an expert in mantra shastra. He is perhaps the only one genuine person I know who is into Chatan Seva. So you can get all these things done from Guruji with his grace, with his permission. I'll share Guruji's website link. And for those who are not aware of Guruji, he is the Pithadikari of Kanchana Pitham in Trichy, Tamil Nadu. And the website is www.kanchanapitham.com. So everything is going to come in the video description. Please go through the description, and also the details of the Kamakhya sadhana would be out soon, which Guruji is going to be conducting for all of us. So thank you so much, Guruji, for joining us. We look forward to your presence in the future as well. Namaste.
Okay.
Om
Thank
Guru
you,
Namaha.
Devarshi. And my last word, only thing is, go for sacrifice. Do not go for slaughter.
Right, right.
So you can
Hopefully,
consider this as my request.
hopefully everyone is going to take it, Guruji. Hopefully everyone is going to take it.
Swami, Swami.
Namaste, Namaste, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Swami, Swami.